All right, so we are going to work on the task from 9.2 Math 3. So we'll go ahead. Essentially, what we're trying to learn from this task is how to fill in a two-way table, a Venn diagram, and a tree diagram. So we are organizing data on people's ice cream preferences. According to this survey, right, they interviewed females, males, and they had to choose between chocolate and vanilla ice cream. They tell us that there were 8,756 females and 6,010 males who responded. Out of all the males, 59.7% chose vanilla over chocolate, and 4,732 females chose chocolate. All right, so we're going to go ahead and fill these charts in. Now, I want to point out that these two-way tables are something that will most likely be on the SAT. The SAT really likes these, so make sure this is definitely something you want to understand how they work. All right. So first off, they did give us our total number of males and females. They gave us the information that 59.7 males chose vanilla. So what we can do is we could go figure out exactly how many males chose vanilla. All right. So what you're going to do is you need to change your percentage to a decimal. So you would get 0.597. If you forgot how to change a percentage to a decimal, an easy way is just divide by 100. That's a quick way to do it. You can also move the decimal point 2 places. That will both get you to 0.597. All right. So that's your percentage. And then you're going to multiply that by your total because 59.7% of that chose vanilla. So we're going to do 6,010. Now, when you do this on your calculator, you do get kind of a funky answer, which is interesting, whoever made this problem. You get 3,587.97. So what we're going to do is we're just going to round that to the nearest whole number, which is 3,588. So that tells us that we have 3,588 males that chose vanilla. That's how this two-way table works. You have to look at the columns and the rows, and that gives you the specific number. All right. So then we could finish filling in the information for the males, right? If we have our total and we know how many chose vanilla, well, we can figure out how many chose chocolate, right? We're going to do 6,010 minus 3,588. All right. And when you do that, you should get 2,422. All right. Then we're going to go ahead and calculate the amounts of vanilla and chocolate for females. And they told us that 4,732 females chose chocolate. So we got to go to females who chose chocolate. We've got 4,732. So then, to figure out how many females chose vanilla, we could go ahead and do our total of females minus the amount that chose chocolate, which would be 8,756 minus 4,732. All right. And when you do that, you end up with 4,024. All right. So now we can go ahead and calculate our totals. So to figure out the total number of people that chose chocolate, we're going to add these two numbers. So you're going to do 4,732 plus 2,422, which is going to give us 7,154. All right. Then we've got the total number of vanilla. So we can go ahead and add that up. So we would end up with 7,612. So then to get the total number in this box, this is the total in all. Okay, that's the total number of males, total number of females, or total number of people that were essentially surveyed. All right. So basically, you can add up these two boxes to get your answer, or you can add up these two boxes to get your answer. They both should give you the same value. And when you add them up, you should get 14,766. That is the total number of people that were surveyed. So then we're going to go ahead and try this Venn diagram. Okay, so the way that a Venn diagram works, so this is the C stands for chocolate. The F stands for females. All right, so what we have here is This amount here is females that did not choose chocolate, right? Because they're not in the chocolate circle. And that's why it's, right, females who chose vanilla. Okay, so now someone who qualifies for both of these circles would be a female, a female that chose chocolate, right? So we got to look over here. Well, how many females chose chocolate? 4,732. And then in the chocolate category, here, this is going to be people that are not female but chose chocolate, right? So these guys were the females that chose chocolate. Now we need the people that were not females, aka the males, that chose chocolate. And that's going to be our 2,422. All right. And then lastly, this square box, the part that's not in either circle, is going to be respondents who are not female and did not choose chocolate. So that would be the males who chose vanilla, all right? And that is 3,588, right? So this one out here, these are the respondents that did not qualify for either of these categories. All right, so that was a Venn diagram. Now we've got our tree diagram. So we can go ahead. We kind of dealt with tree diagrams before. So first it splits it up into males and females, right? Then we have chocolate given that they're female, which is that 4,732. Well, then we need to know what is the chance that they chose vanilla, or how many people chose vanilla given that they're female. Well, that's going to be 4,024, right? How many people chose vanilla given, that's what that bar means, right? So they chose vanilla given that they're female, all right? Then we got down here, they chose chocolate given that they're male. So they're male. How many people were male and chose chocolate? That's going to be 2,422. And then we've got our last one. How many people are male but chose vanilla? That's going to be 3,588. So this kind of just shows you different ways you can organize the data. Different organizations kind of show you different things. Some are more visual, some are more, like with the data table, the two-way table, you get the totals, which is kind of nice. And then, the tree diagram's visual in the sense that it breaks off and shows you all the options. And then the Venn diagram is also nice because, again, it is very visual.